This is the GigaChad Protractor, a tool to coach you to mastering Trackmania's full speed and ice physics. I've created this over the last year, and now that learning mode is finally coming soon, I want to talk more about it and show off what it can really do. Effectively, speed sliding is just a quirk of Trackmania's physics engine where drifting a small amount gives you more acceleration than not sliding, and this tool shows you how to do that perfectly. The green line shows the ideal speed slide angle, and the black line shows where your car doesn't accelerate at all. In between, the red line is the car's baseline acceleration, and the blue line is a guide for 90% perfect. This also works in Cam 3, meaning you can actually hold the right speed slide angle through those features without having to just get good. Of course, if you want the guides behind your car so you refresh your knowledge on skid marks, this can do that too. But that's not really the focus of this video. In the rest of this video, I'm going to show the process of improving this map with GCP, taking me from the top 204 spot I got organically to top 75 world. Right away, some things are obvious. Not quite hitting the ideal line is bad, but oversliding is worse. And I was oversliding a lot. Oversliding doesn't just impact one turn though, so truly correcting this requires figuring out the lines where you went wrong in the setup to that turn. It also made a few other things pretty clear in a way they weren't before. Near the beginning of the map, there's a well-calculated descent through a loop into a wall ride. This whole thing is driven in Cam 3, which means unless you're an experienced full speed player, you're probably not going to be able to hold a perfect slide through here. The game gives you almost no visual feedback at all about what your car is doing through this entire section, except for this brief section in the middle. Crucially, at every step along the slow walk up, GCP could tell me exactly where I was losing speed and why. There's no more, why was this run faster than this one, or how was that start so fast? There's no more guesswork in trying to understand the physics of full speed through wall rides and other turns. There's just progress. And, along the way, having perfect information around your car's angle makes driving runs much more consistent because you can't get caught out by an overslide through a weird feature. Now, there are some disclaimers. Even though I'm looking at the lines in front of the car rather than skid marks, these gains still materialize without the tool. On Nocturnal, a map I got top 44 world on with GCP, I was still able to drive top 100 times pretty quickly after turning the tool off, even though I only ever use it in the main mode I showed here rather than as a skids trainer. I had one run without the tool ahead of my old PB with the tool, and at that point that felt conclusive enough to me. When I play full speed without GCP on, I find I've still gotten much better. There's an awful lot of feeling that goes into finding, learning, and holding good lines through a track that's more than just watching your skid marks, and besides, memorizing the chart of ideal skids isn't exactly rocket science compared to how hard the rest of full speed driving is. Now this tool isn't out yet. You'll have to wait for Open Planet's learning mode, which should be coming soon. Basically, the summary of learning mode is you won't be able to use this to set records or play online, but more details will come with time. And this is only my experience with it, and I built this tool to be perfect for myself. I like to play maps very purely in that I pretty much just want to drive, I don't really like watching replays, and I don't like thinking when I play Trackmania, so that's kind of the person that this tool is made for. If that's not you, I don't know how well it'll work for you, but I hope you give it a shot once you're able to when learning mode comes out. And as a last note, there was a lot of confusion about the danger wedge last time. Almost every time I saw somebody reference it, even streamers, they were wrong and just oversliding.
To what's known as the danger wedge, which is if you angle slightly wrong, the wider you set up though, the better. And I think
hopefully this new view makes it more clear what's really going on, but I really think you'll just have to wait for the release to get a feel for it.